Hi there, and welcome to today's lesson, which is called Be Prepared. This is the first thing you need to do when you're setting out to do any kind of exam. It may seem obvious, but I just want to go over these very basic things before we start doing other things. So the first thing that you need to do is, as I said, be prepared. The first question that you should ask yourself, and you probably already have done, is what's in the exam? You can find that information by talking to your teachers, or for most official exams you can find an exam description. Exam descriptions are not the same as practice exams. You can find exam descriptions online. Schools will have them, universities will have them. They describe what is going to happen in the exam, but this is not a practice exam. Some people will give you an example exam, a sample for you to look at to see what the structure is, but it's not the same as a practice exam. So you need those as well. The third thing is practice exams. Practice exams, hopefully with teachers, sometimes with answer keys. You can work independently, you can practice the type of question, and you can get more confident about doing that. The next thing you need to ask is, how is the exam assessed? This means what is credit given for, what type of marks, and it's very useful. It's the type of thing that people don't always tell students, strangely enough, because a student who knows what is being assessed or evaluated in an exam is a student who is in control of their own learning. And it'll make you feel much more confident if you know what the examiner is looking for when you go into the exam. So find out how the exam is assessed and you know what to prepare for. It's all about giving control to you and empowering yourself. So by doing these things, you will have knowledge about the exam. You'll know what it is, you'll know how to practice it, and you'll know how it's being assessed. This means that you can work on exam strategies and on timing. The exam strategies are the best way to approach different questions. Again, you need to do this because you need to know, should I read through a text quickly first? All kinds of things. Exam strategies are very useful. And the timing, which one person suggested is very clearly linked to the score or the assessment, and this is a very useful piece of advice. So for example, if you know that there are 100 marks overall and the test lasts for 2 hours, then how much time can you give to each mark? It's a very mathematical way of thinking at it, but it's one way to stop you agonizing over one question when you can't answer it, which some people do. They sit there, they think about that question, and they're actually wasting time when they could be going on and doing something more useful. So, some questions to ask, find out the answers to these, and then we'll be ready to start.